All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 12th. It's October. It's the year 2020. And I'm sure everyone has heard this, but if you haven't, you're going to hear it again. So listen to this. This is one of the directors from the World Health Organization.
I want to say it again. We in the World Health Organization do not advocate lockdowns as a primary means of control of this virus. The only time we believe a lockdown is justified is to buy you time to reorganize, regroup, rebalance your resources, protect your health workers who are exhausted. But by and large, we'd rather not do it. Just look at what's happened to the tourism industry, for example, in the Caribbean or in the Pacific, because people aren't taking their holidays. Look what's happened to smallholder farmers all over the world because their markets have got dented. Look what's happening to poverty levels. It seems that we may well have a doubling of world poverty by next year. We may well have at least a doubling of child malnutrition because children are not getting meals at school and their parents in poor families are not able to afford it. This is a terrible, ghastly global catastrophe, actually. And so we really do appeal to all world leaders. Stop using lockdown as your primary control method. Develop better systems for doing it. Work together and learn from each other. But remember, lockdowns just have one consequence that you must never, ever belittle, and that is making poor people an awful lot poorer.
Well, then there you go. The World Health Organization ended for the call of lockdowns. And yet, that is what we call the application of cognitive dissonance. What the hell did I just say at this early in the morning? A friend of mine woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. So here I am at 7:30 a.m. But what is he talking about? That's a good thing, right?
Cognitive dissonance refers to a situation involving conflicting attitudes.
Exactly. It refers to conflicting attitudes, meaning they tell you one thing and then do the exact opposite. Or they tell you one thing and then they tell you the exact opposite. So if this young fella is calling for the end of lockdowns, what that basically means is they plan on doing another lockdown. And we already kind of knew that. You see what I'm saying?
But the design, your cute and adorable pal Grover, with a message for listeners of the Great Reset. Well, you are in luck because I know a thing or two about resetting.
Okay, I'm going to spare you from that ridiculousness, but understand this. The Great Reset, resetting the dollar, resetting the world, resetting boundaries of countries, etc., making the entire world into one country under the supervision of the UN. The World Economic Forum is pushing this so hard that they're actually going after the children, which is what they do every time. They have literally gone on the Muppet Show to talk about the Great Reset. How crazy is that? That's what this is. Take the word the Great Reset and replace it with the New World Order, because that's what they did, and that's what they're doing. Straight up. This is not going to stop. It's such an elusive virus, they've never actually isolated it. Ever. To this day. Still. And yet somehow soon, your president or Biden or one of these people is going to present this to you? How are they going to make a vaccine from something that's never been isolated? How was the president cured from a virus that's never been isolated or proven to exist? How did they make a medicine for him? How did they get the antibodies for the drugs that allegedly cured him in record time of this killer, this deadly disease, as the health minister called it? How did they get antibodies from something that's never been isolated? It's all a lie. This is Agenda 21, which means no more United States, no more currency, no more freedom, no more nothing. Nothing. So things are going to start getting hectic and the weather is changing. The days are getting shorter. The darkest winter was promised, and I'm sure they'll try to deliver. It's just up to us whether we let them or not.
What the fuck is going